Taylor Swift. Much has been said about the paramount pop star of our time, but nobody really ever talks about the skill and challenge that goes into singing the way that she does so consistently and throughout so many eras. So today, we're going to take a look and dissect exactly what Taylor Swift does well, how she does it, how you can apply it into your own singing, and an extra special little treat at the very, very end. Stick around to find out. Singer analysis. Oh yeah. You don't have to look very far for people to have opinions about Taylor Swift and her singing. You could just go on YouTube, which I did, and look up Taylor Swift bad singer, and you can find all of these examples and compilations of her supposedly being a bad singer. So let's start off today by looking at one, and you can decide for yourself. Yeah, this is a whole compilation video of stuff like that. And yeah, what it said on the video, it is flat. It's a little bit unstable. But does that mean she's a bad singer? Or does that just mean Taylor Swift sometimes has off days, just like you and I? Or does that mean that Taylor Swift also doesn't sing perfectly, just like, I don't know, every singer that's ever lived? Every artist has what we would call their unique sound, their special sauce that makes them them and draws people in. Taylor Swift is no exception. I would argue that because of the way that she sings, that is one of the things, many things that attracts people to her. Her voice at its core is not exceptional. I think if you heard her raw and she didn't have all of the aura of being Taylor Swift, that you would go, yeah, okay, nice voice. Nothing that makes you go, wow, wow, wow. She's not belting out her high notes like Adele. She's not singing a whistle tone like Ariana Grande. It's just good. It's good. She sings plenty high. She sings plenty low. What she does better than anybody else is express herself. The way that she communicates through her songs, and of course she writes them, so there is that personal aspect of that as well, but it's unmatched. That's how she's been able to cultivate such a large fan base from across a very, very, very wide age group, which is extremely unique to pop artists. I would also argue that her voice not being anything exceptional makes her so much more relatable. It helps and lends a different kind of aura to her story. One of, she's just my best friend, talking about her breakups, about her triumphs, about her failures. That's really important to consider as a singer. And frankly, if she doesn't sing as high as Ariana Grande, who cares? Because she's still expressing herself, which is the whole point of singing a song. So let's look at a couple of clips of her singing and talk about some of the actual techniques and talk about why they work for her and what you can do to apply them to your own singing. We're going to look at a couple songs and a couple live performances from across eras, across time. And you'll notice that there are some changes in her voice, how she sounds, especially as she ages, which is pretty normal for most people. The voice is constantly changing. I've also picked performances that are live and acoustic, because they're going to have a minimal amount of audio production on the vocal and the overall sound, although there is still going to be a little bit, and I've got some examples to point out specifically for that. Keep that in mind as you go through. They will still sound really, 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 really good. And even if she didn't have any of the audio production, I'm sure it would sound good, but keep that in mind. So let's start with this performance from 2012 when she was going around promoting Red. This is one of her most famous songs, and we're going to just listen to a little bit of it. So here we go.
I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we hadn't seen each other in a month. When you said you needed space. What? Then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me, remember how that lasted for a day? I say I hate you, we break up, you call me I love you. Ooh, 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 we called it off again last night, but ooh, 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 ooh. This time, I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me, but
Let's talk about it. There's a couple of things that, if you've been taking lessons for a while, you can pick out right away. The wide mouth, back, together. That's a really big part of it. That gives her the very bright sound, keeps her sounding, the word that comes to mind is childlike, and I really don't mean that as an insult at all. She sounds 23 because she is 23, and that really lends itself to that sound. You'll also notice her tongue is extremely far forward. It's very, very flat, very, very relaxed, almost raised a little bit, but not like tight and raised. It's just up there and forward. And then the other thing you'll notice is it looks pretty easy, right? Probably because it is easy, because it's in a key that's comfortable for her, and she's not worried about being loud. She's just being her, and the microphone takes care of being loud. So when she's her, she can connect with her audience like she does there, and you see people are super into it. Now we'll look at a clip that's a little bit more recent. This is from 2019, when Taylor Swift would have been 30 years old. Tiny Desk concert, you might have seen this. This is really, really great. We're just going to look at one song here, Death by a Thousand Cuts. I'm going to skip around a little bit, try to mostly stay on the shots that are closer to her face. That you can get a really good sense of what the heck is going on here and some techniques that we can talk about. So bear with me as I jump a little bit.
Ask the traffic lights if it'll be alright. They say I don't know. And what once was ours is no one's now. I see you everywhere. In comes and you're not my baby. I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. Chandeliers still flickering here, cause I can't pretend it's okay when it's not. It's death by a thousand cuts. My heart, my hips, my body, my love, trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch. Gave up on me like I was a bad drug. Now I'm searching for signs in a haunted club. Our songs, our films, united we stand. Our country, guess it was a lawless land. Quiet my fears with the touch of your hand. Paper cut stings from a paper thin dance. My time, my wine, my spirit, my trust. Trying to find a part of me it didn't take up. Gave you too much, but it wasn't enough. But I'll be alright, it's just 1,000 cuts.
So you can see a lot of the same things, a lot of wide mouth, a lot of relaxation in the jaw. It's quiet. We can't really tell that, but she's clearly not straining to get to any of the notes. Another thing you can see really well in this video is she constantly, you can see her top teeth all of the time. So her vocal production, sometimes when we in lessons, we'll talk about a snarl or shooting laser beams out of your eyeballs. But that's just to get a little bit more lift in the front and top of the mouth that engages a little bit more in the nasal cavity, that brings it bright and can really round out those high notes. She's kind of there all of the time, and that just helps the sound stay forward. My guess is she's cultivated that a little bit, but it's also just kind of naturally the way she sings. It very much mimics the way that most of us speak in American English. So how the heck do you perform on tour like Taylor Swift, who's doing a 3-hour show, multiple days of a week, traveling all around the world? Well, I certainly don't have experience doing that, and I don't think many people do outside of Taylor Swift. But there are some things that she has spoken about and that are pretty universal when it comes to singing that certainly she's doing. Let's take a look at a clip.
Swift forgetting to put the microphone near her mouth for saying "like ever part" was a hilarious moment.
Oh no, is she lip syncing? She didn't say it at the right time. Yeah, she probably is doing a little bit of lip syncing, but that's because she has to do a 3-hour show multiple days a week. And I'm going to tell you what, it's not even lip syncing, it's doubling. This is a extremely common practice when it comes to pop music, where they will record the vocals, and it's more complicated than that. I don't understand it in detail because I'm not a sound engineer, but they play them alongside the live singing as well. So it creates this effect of the sound being really, really full. It creates this wall of sound, and it sounds a lot more like the recording that you're used to, that everybody coming to those concerts expects it to sound like, which is more perfect than is possible for any singer to do. So as you're noticing the way that these singers perform, Taylor Swift no exception, there's a lot of technology that assists in the performance. She's very active. She must be incredibly physically fit to get through this, vocally fit. She must drink a lot of water. Famously, she takes care of vocal rest. That's the origin story of Travis Kelce, is he wanted to meet her before a concert or after, I don't remember, to give her a friendship bracelet, and she didn't see people because she has to rest her voice. So she understands what it takes to do what she needs to do every night. The technology certainly assists that as well. And you should want that. We should all want that because it makes these performances spectacular. It does not diminish the skill of the singer. It really speaks to our expectations as audience members, which is for more than perfection from human beings who are famously imperfect. So what can you take away from this as just a not Taylor Swift singer who are everybody in the world except Taylor Swift? Well, there's a couple of things that she does well, and I would encourage you to try with your singing this week and this month and as you're singing and see how it feels. The first thing is to just be you. Easier said than done, I know, but to really focus on what you do well and amplify that, maximize that. You'll be able to communicate and get in touch with what you really want to share as a singer, and you won't have to worry about, can I get to these high notes and whatever. We work on that. You can work on that. You can improve those skills for sure, but don't let that get in the way of sharing what you want to share, because the voice is a unique instrument and that you have something you bring to the table from day one. Some other more technical things, play around with the bright sound, the wide, back together. That was a little more Broadway than Taylor Swift, but it's the same kind of idea. It's in the spirit of the same thing. It's very wide. It's very, a lot of teeth showing because it's very bright, and it's very much like the way we talk. Last thing, pick comfortable keys. Please pick songs that are in a key that's comfortable so that you can be as comfortable and relax and enjoy singing. This is the first of these singer analysis videos I'm doing. I'm open to so many ideas, so if you have ideas, please email me or put them in the comments. This is going to be an unlisted video for now for only Forward Voice Studio subscribers, and we'll see kind of how this goes. But I'm hoping this is something that's helpful to you. I also want to make sure that you know that you're not on your own, that I am a professional singer. I have a lot of experience. I've done a lot of things. There's still a lot of things that I'm learning. And I want to make sure that I'm continuing to try new things so that I can continue to grow and to learn and also continue to bring things to you. So for each of these singer videos, I'm also going to do a little bit of singing and show you what I've been working on so you can have a sense of what that looks like from somebody you know. This week, what I'm doing is a Taylor Swift song. I'm going to pick between doing a cover of the artist or take some of their vocal qualities and try it in a different song. But Taylor Swift is irresistible. So I've got a very different rendition of our song, a really big throwback that I'll put here after I'm done talking now. It'll also be on our social media. So check it out. If you want to try out your own version of our song or any other Taylor Swift song, give it a try. Send it over to me, either email, we talk about it. I would really love for this to be something we can share with each other in the studio, and we can celebrate each other singing and trying new things, even if they are imperfect, because they're probably going to be imperfect whenever we start. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Here's the clip of me, and let me know what you think. Our song is a slamming screen door, sleeping out late, knocking on your window. When I'm on the phone and you talk real slow, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is the way you laugh. First date and I didn't kiss her when I should have. And when I got home, for I said amen, asking God if he could play it again.